Hi, as you know, I'm called Matt Parsons. You probably followed my other videos. So what's this video all about then? Well, basically, I'm showing you how I choose a book. I know it sounds a little bit ridiculous. There's nothing to choosing a book, but yeah, there is a kind of an art to it. I mean, I've done lots of schools and talked to lots of school children, and I've done lots of book events and talked to adults as well. Now, I'm going to be a bit biased here because I'm going to show you my books. But it doesn't matter because if you're in a shop, you choose whatever title you prefer. Now, books are normally on a shelf with the spine facing out. Sometimes you'll get the covers facing out, but say for the sake of saying you saw them in the shop. You choose one from the spine, I suppose, or just pull one out at random. So I'm choosing this one. This one is called Ghosted. It's one of mine, which I wrote a few years ago. So like I said, I'd look at the spine, I'd pull it out from the shelf, and then I'd look at the front. Kind of like the front on this, if I'm honest, because it's my book and my son did the artwork for it. So it's called Ghosted. So I would look at the front. I also like the design on the front, which is kind of like a skull. It's got lots of layers in the background. A lot of people linger just over the cover of a book. And so I'd look at it and think, wow, this looks pretty good. So what's the next thing you do? Do you actually just dive into the book? Do you look at the preface or the prologue and then dive straight into the chapter? Or do you do like a lot of readers and then you look at the back of the book, the blurb? Now, the blurb can tell you snatches of what's going to happen in the story, but only glimpses or little snatches. It's not going to tell you the whole story. It's just put there to pull you in. So if I had this book and I've pulled it out and I've checked the cover, I like that. Okay, I'll read the blurb. Who would have thought that an after-school project could cause so much devastation? I'm already pulled in. 4 school children, Megan, Carol, John and Alan, have accidentally released the spirit of an evil headmaster imprisoned in the bowels of the school for 200 years. The children are now ghosted, not quite dead and not truly alive, their souls stolen. What, if anything, can they do to return to the land of the living? Omar the Magnificent is their only hope, but is he a spiritual medium or a fake? But he may know someone. Killian Spooks is a supernatural soul catcher. With the aid of his friends Tornado Screech and Cleo Smoke, he might be able to help them. There is danger at every turn. The journey to the light is going to get darker by the hour. Now, I'm already pulled in by the blurb. And so, like I said, I've looked at the spine, I've looked at the cover, and I've looked at the blurb. So the next thing I'm going to do, I've been here about, I don't know, a minute maybe, I'm going to open it up and then have a look at the first chapter. And chapter 1, introducing Killian Spooks. "Give it up, Greech," Killian shouted at the darkness, rolling his eyes from left to right. He licked his lips, trying to figure out where he could be now. I'm already intrigued and pulled in by the book called Ghosted. It is my book. I wrote it. Okay, put that to one side. I'm just saying that choosing a book is a joyful art. You walk into a bookshop, a library, there's all these different colourful books by different authors, and then you've got the chance to pick one up if you're really into reading, or even if you're not into reading, because there are all kinds of books. There are picture books, there are novels, there are reference books, lots of different things. So just pick it up, have a little look at the cover, have a look at the blurb if you want, because I think the blurb is a big help to tell you how to get into the story. And then open it up if it's a preface or a prologue, read that, dive into the chapter. If it pulls you in, you got the book. You probably purchase it or pick it up from the counter with the library. And I've done loads of book signings, and once I know that a reader has spent about 30 seconds on my book, I know more or less that they're so intrigued and so excited by it that they're actually going to buy another signed copy. Well, that's just a little video just to show you what I do when I'm looking for a book myself. I've got some great authors that I love, like Neil Gaiman, Kenneth Opel, There are lots and lots of fantastic authors out there. I hope you enjoy your books, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye now.